22 years ago, on this actual date, the 14th of March, 1996, a very beautiful woman, and yes, I can say that because I've seen pictures, and I don't know the nationality of this woman, but it's very likely that she's Russian. Just saying. Well, she had a son, and you know, like people do. And this son, well, what did she do with him at the age of 6 years old? Well, he was on ice. He was put on the ice. Yes, he was. Hooray. And he turned out to be rather good. So good, in fact, that he was able to move from his hometown to, let's say, a more well-known city to pursue skating more, and he ended up being so good that he was good enough to actually earn his living from skating and to be in professional ice shows, like not only just in his home country but all around the world. So yes, like places like South Korea. And where did this lad, you know, at the tender age of 20 end up? In England's northwest, Blackpool Pleasure Beach Ice Arena. Yes, fortunate for him. There they are, you know, skating around exotic locations, and you land in Blackpool. No, I'm not low-key dissing Blackpool, because we all know that I really do like Blackpool. It's just that, you know, I do understand that, like, people in the performing arts world who get to go to like many varied locations around the world to suddenly find themselves in, you know, Blackpool might be a bit like bit of a change. Yeah, but no, it is great. So I'm really glad, I'm really happy that they come. You know, maybe they like it, I don't know. Bit of a change. Who wants to like be sunning themselves on cruise ships every day anyway? Okay. Not everyone's like me and likes the cold. So that's it. 2016, 20 years old, comes to Hot Ice's Obsession show, and did make a great impact, and not just on me. You know, you read some of the reviews, okay, say some, like one of the reviews, he's mentioned as being one of like standout incredible newcomers, so it's not just me. And he was amazing, and then he came back last year for 2017's Dreams, and guess what, yes, he's even going to be in this year's Mesmerise show. So 3 years in a row is more than like probably we could have hoped for, so that's just amazing. And hooray, hooray, yes, there it is, that he's going to do 3 shows in a row. And yeah, I mean, obviously, well, people might not know, but to me these days are really not a big deal. Like, I don't celebrate them myself, I never have, and it's not a big deal. And not that I'm like linking it in any way or anything stupid, but just to mention as an offhand, I'm still 28, so now it's just like, he's only 6 years younger. But actually no, it's not, because in a matter of days, actually, weeks, days, mainly days, I'm gonna be 29. Oh, don't remind me. So yeah, it's pretty much a solid 7 years, and thank goodness for that. Actually, even though as you can tell from videos, I'm very open and honest about like everything, one thing I do try and shroud in like a bit of mystery is the fact of when I was born, the actual day I was born. I don't like people to know, just because it's like trusting people with that information not to upset me on that day, not to say the wrong thing. Just because I'll mention as an aside, I did sort of, when we were talking about this subject once, and somebody that I kind of thought would know and thought could be trusted to respect me and everything, actually said those words, the words that people say on the day to each other, but which to me pretty much, I'll try and dress it up, but I can't. It's offensive. I don't want to hear it. They're horrible words to me. So they said those words and then my name after it, and it really upset me. Like, it really offended me. It took me a long time to get over that. So I don't want that to happen. So why give people that ammunition, you know, if they don't have to have it? And when this person who said it, you know, it wasn't even on the day. It wasn't even my day. But just to hear it, it wasn't nice. So I'd like to just avoid that situation if at all possible. So that's why, like, it's kind of a measure for how well do you know me. Basically, if you're like my acquaintance and you know the actual day I was born, then that shows that, like, kind of there's that level of closeness and trust between us, because it just shows that, like, I trust you not to upset me on that day, because to me it's really not a big deal. But yeah, apparently to Russians it is. I've heard it's a very big deal. But anyway, it's just to say, yep, 22 years, he's still alive. Hooray! Пока-пока, and большое спасибо.